Miracle Boys, Yadah Football Club, are through to the next round of the Chibuku Super Cup after eliminating Gamecocks Chicken Inn through post-match penalties in a thrilling first-round match played at Luveve Stadium Saturday afternoon. Coming into the match following last weekend's 3-1 loss to Tel 1 in a league match, it was as if there is no Yadah without Karma, as Billiard mesmerized his combination with Evans Rusike a torment to the home side midfield and defense. Chicken Inn were lucky to go to the break just a narrow 1-0 down. Both teams had begun the match with identical strikes, Chicken Inn's Brian Musa striking from the edge of the box straight into Yadah keeper Matthias Kigonya's hands, whilst a similar story followed at the other end when Marlon Mushonga's shot also went direct to keeper Donovan Bennard's arms. Mushonga was showing a lot of confidence with his shooting, and 5 minutes later he would unpack yet another rasping shot, again straight to a well-positioned Bernard. With just over a quarter of an hour into the match, Yadah were up front of a beautiful goal made by Jerich Pangura, who damaged the host defense before his shot was saved by Donovan Bennard, but Blessed Ndereki pounced on the rebound to strike home a rising shot that gave the visitors a deserved lead. Shortly after the goal, Yadah threatened again, Evans Rusike striking wild off a Blessed Ndereki back heel. On 20 minutes, Chicken Inn would come close after impressive Arthur Chinda's cross came off at the right-hand post with Brian Musa fluffing the rebound. With Chicken Inn raising their game in search of an early equalizer, they were knocking again at the Churchman's door. Captain Tolani Dlovu's cross headed straight into keeper Matthias Kigonya's arms by Joseph Tulani. Yet another chance went begging, this time off a free kick that Mpumelelo Bebe failed to divert on target from the blind side. Bebe was back at it on the 34th minute, his double headers are denied by keeper Kigonya and Chipangura, whose partial clearance was laid onto Michael Charamba to fire disappointingly way above the target. Chicken Inn thought they had a penalty case on the stroke of half-time after Albert Nyamutaka appeared to be impeded by Marvelous Fernando as he flashed past in the box. However, replays suggest he may have strayed offside before Fernando's foul, hence the free kick going Yadah's way. 1-0 in favor of Yadah then at the break, and when the two teams returned for the second half, Kama and Rusike still remained a cause for concern. Chicken Inn looked in deep trouble after an immaculate crossfield pass from Billiard picked Ichpangura, who laid for Ndereki, but there was no way through for both Blessed and Rusike. 6 minutes into the second half, Chicken Inn had another penalty appeal. This time, Michael Charamba linking up with Genius Mutungamiri, who nicely flicked the ball over Clive Mandivei before his lob over the keeper trickled narrowly wide of the left-hand post. Again, Chicken Inn protested for a penalty, but the referee stood by his decision and the scoreline remained in Yadah's favor. Without doubt, Kama's combination play with Rusike was a torment to the Gamecocks backline, entertainment to the Yadah fans and the neutrals, as time and again, with confidence and great telepathy, they tore the Chicken Inn defense open. Blessed Ndereki would shoot feebly at goal after yet another magnificent piece of play from the Yadah duo. 10 minutes shy of full-time, Chicken Inn would almost draw level when Michael Charamba bustled his way on the right before his inviting ball across the face of goal was miscued by Leroy Ndlovu, Brandon Rendon following up to sky his effort wide of goal. It would not take long before Chicken Inn found the equalizer off their best move of the afternoon, and when Michael Charamba released yet another cross into the box, keeper Matthias Kigonya mistimed and Rendo was on hand with an easy tap home, and Yadah had surrendered their lead. Chicken Inn looked headed to win the match in regulation time when Charamba, who had awoken from his early slumber of the opening half, again tore towards the goal line to lay a sitter for Leroy, who bungled his effort wide of the left-hand post. 1-1 then at full-time, the match going straight into post-match penalties. Chicken Inn captain Kolani Dlovu leading by example with the first kick that he sent the opposite way to the keeper's dive. Yadah star player Kama Billiard was next, and whilst keeper Bernard guessed right, Billiard's kick was just too fast and far away from Bernard's reach. It was 1-1. Next for the Gamecocks was Michael Charamba, whose rising shot was just too high despite Kigonya going the right way. Substitute Prosper Kafela Panjila expertly took his, sending keeper Bernard the wrong way. 2-2 after 2 apiece. Talented Chicken Inn right back Arthur Chinda was up next, a close shave as Kigonya got his fingertips to it, though not enough to prevent it from crossing the line. Burundi import Francis Mustafa sent Bernard the wrong way to make it 3-3, but the Gamecocks were back in the lead with their fourth penalty buried by Malvin Water. Veteran Evans Rusike squared things up at 4-4, placing his penalty at the exact spot where Bernard had been. The Chicken Inn world would collapse when substitute Leroy Ndlovu's rising penalty was stopped by Kigonya, paving way for the Yadah shot stopper to take the decisive last that he buried with confidence. 5-4 on penalties, Yadah pipped Chicken Inn to join FC Platinum and Caps United 1-0 winners over Tel 1 and Bikita Minerals respectively. For the Premier Soccer League at Luveve Stadium in Bulawayo, I'm Tandazani Zimbra.